Hi everyone. I love how God can teach us things from his amazing creation and just our experiences. And so I was just actually sharing this in somatics class because it came out. I went swimming earlier today, and I don't know when this will be posted, but whenever it was, and out here in the water, in the salt water, the little moon jellyfish are blooming, and that's probably not the proper word, but the babies are out, and they're just, and I'd seen the regular ones, and I've run into them a lot. Your hand will just scoop them and you get this gelatin in your hand. It's funny. They don't sting, but the little babies, I've seen them before, will come out and they're like these little tiny things, and I looked down right as I was about to go in, and there were just a bundle of them, and I mean maybe 10, but it wasn't like hundreds, but right there I've seen it where it is, where you could, I mean it's just all there is, but there were quite a few, and I was like, oh yay, maybe I'll get to swim and just see them. So I started swimming along. There wasn't much right there, and then I kept going, and I kept feeling them hitting my hand, and I'd stop and I'd look, and I'd feel another, and I'd look, and I couldn't see it. So my goggles are get foggy, and I know you can lick them and whatever, but I don't know, the water's cold, my body's warm, the air's warm, they're just a little foggy, and I can see the beauty around me, but I realize it's not that clear always, and it doesn't cause like negative problems, but in this case they were just foggy enough that I couldn't see these little moon jellies. I tried so many times, I'd pause, like I hit a whole bunch again, and I'd swirl, I couldn't see any moon jellies. And I know they're very little and they're clear, but they have these little lines on them, and you know, I know what they look like. I couldn't see them with my goggles on though, and it was just this realization that wow, sometimes there's just beauty and gifts of God and the grace of God all around us, but we don't see it because our lens is foggy, because we have been focusing on negative things and just kind of being tempted by the flesh or the enemy, either one, doesn't matter, to think on things that aren't good, pure, noble, and praiseworthy, and we've not asked Jesus to help us resist that temptation, and we've just meditated on and perseverated on negative things, and our lens is a little foggy, and we're seeing the world through that fog, and we can't see the amazing beauty. I love moon jellies. I just think they're neat. They're so fun to watch swim, so graceful in the water, and we can't see them. I could not see them. I tried so hard. Obviously, I can't. It's a natural analogy. Even me thinking positive thoughts that I can change it isn't going to change my goggles, right? But in the spiritual, in our thoughts, like, I guess thoughts aren't necessarily spiritual, but in not just the fog on my goggles, this fog of the lens of our like spiritual sight, we can change it, right? We can choose to enter his courts with thanksgiving, and his gates with thanksgiving, and his courts with praise, and bless his name. We can choose to focus on things that are good, pure, noble, and praiseworthy, and the peace of God, which transcends all natural understanding, right, will guard our hearts. But I just know we also see the beauty then. I know when I started trying to come up with anything positive, it was so hard. And people would say like, oh yeah, past memories that are nice, and like there were so few, and especially with certain people there were none. And as I changed my thoughts, they came forth. There's beauty all around us, but we so often don't see it because our lens is foggy. So start speaking truth and unfog the lens of your vision and see all the amazing beauty that God is doing in your life. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Join us for accountability and to laugh together, and whatever. Go to janetmassey.com and check it out. Most of it's free. Have a wonderful day.